Hey, it's Kevin. Welcome back to the Road Warrior. Last week we were talking about road rage. And I was talking about something that just kind of triggered me. And we were talking about, well, people thinking only about themselves. And you know, I work in the social media world. I live among social media, and it's funny, I spend more time researching and doing work for others than I do for my own self. Even when I was in radio, I didn't really care about being famous myself. I didn't care about my celebrity. I cared more about the radio station being famous, other people being famous. I liked being the support person more than I liked being the star. Even though I don't mind being a star. You don't do video blogs like this if you don't have some kind of ego, if you don't have, some lack of shame, for lack of a better word. And it got me to thinking about social media and the world we're living in and how people have changed, and about how we're all seeking to crave attention. I remember when I was in radio, your goal was to seek attention for yourself for the radio station. Your goal was to build your radio show, your personal brand, if you will, that we now call it. And so you were looking for all sorts of options. You're looking for all ways to be able to do that, to bring attention to yourself in hopefully a positive way. I was transitioning from radio into the music side of the business when social media was coming about. And it was the main reason I moved from radio to social media to Nashville in the music business was because of social media. Because I saw the tool that was now in front of people, allowing people to gain popularity, to gain attention, to become a star, for lack of a better word. You know, it's funny, not having kids, I don't see it in kids necessarily, but lots of nieces and nephews from 18 to 2 now. And some of them have the desire to be stars. Some of them have the desire to have a little bit of internet fame. I've talked about setting up YouTube channels and helped set up YouTube channels for a couple of my nieces and nephews. Not, of course, the oldest one, who would be more prone to do that at 18, but because he really doesn't care. But the ones who have the personality, they kind of seek attention. And it's funny doing that, knowing that they really don't know what my background is. They know me as their uncle. They know me as Maestro, as I'm called in the family. But they don't know about my background. They vaguely, only a couple of them remember when I was in radio and never heard me on the radio, never saw me interact because they lived in separate states. So they've really never known what I did for a living or what I do or who I interact with. And it's kind of funny. It's not something they think about. They just know I know how to use these tools, and I carry computers around with me and cameras, and well, that's kind of cool. And if anybody's going to ask about technology in the family, they're going to ask me. But I think each and every one of us, to a point, has some desire to seek attention. Even introverts seek attention in some way, shape, or form by trying not to seek attention. Does that make sense? Social media has changed that. The world we live in with technology has changed that. You can now have your 15 minutes of fame, as talked about by Andy Warhol, Marshall McLuhan. Nobody talks about Marshall McLuhan anymore. Neither here nor there. But fame, celebrity, somebody paying attention to you, something that a lot of people think about. A lot of people are accomplishing now thanks to social media. I've worn out my welcome for a week. Back next week with more attention seeking, another Road Warrior video blog, kevinmason.us, home to all the Road Warrior videos. And I guess I can only say because YouTube's got them all too, so does Facebook. They're not as nicely organized on those pages. The easiest place, the place to find really nothing else but the Road Warrior is my kevinmason.us, my Road Warrior website. Invite you to stop on by anytime. Always ask you to tell a friend. I don't care if you're making fun of me. I'll take the video of you. I have no shame. I'm out there seeking attention. Thanks for coming by this week. Hope you do it again next week. We'll see you with another Road Warrior. Thanks.